Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are watching me from. This is Money Close with Mercy. And so guys, we're back again with another amazing video talking about the volumatic support resistance levels. Okay, the name volumatic shows there is volume in those support and resistance level. And so guys, it is very crucial we understand the purpose of a volume in the market. There is a lot of people that don't really know the purpose, or rather the reason why you need to know the volume of the market. But basically guys, what I took from the whole theology explaining about the volume, I just concentrated on one, that it can indicate a liquidity in the market. Then simply shows us guys, the high volume market tends to be more liquid, making it easier to enter and exit positions. Or rather guys, this is exactly why we know there is really effective activity that is basically taking place. And therefore guys, I know most of you don't know what liquidity is. Liquidity, I can actually explain to you using this very simple example. When a car needs to move, it needs fuel. Okay, if a car doesn't have that fuel, that car cannot really move. Relating this to forex trading, you can really say liquidity is the fuel the market needs so that it can really move. If there is no liquidity, the market is not really moving, or rather you will see there is no really clear direction of the market. So the volume indicates a liquidity. A liquidity is what the market needs so that it can really make clear movement. So guys, you can really see the importance of volume as far as forex trading is basically concerned. Right on my chart right here, we have a very trending indicator right now. I'm going to show you the name of the indicator at the end of this video, and as well the settings, especially if you are a beginner and you want to understand more about volume. You can actually stick here till the end so that I can show you the right settings you can use so that guys, this indicator will work best for you. I promised you guys we're gonna bring indicators that are working real time, that are not repainting at all. And therefore guys, watching on our live market right here, you can see the indicator is already plotting support and resistance levels. So guys, there is a lot I've actually talked about support and resistance level. I remember in my previous video I actually explained to you how you can use support and resistance levels to know the trend of the market. But in this case, it is actually very detailed because we have volume in the market. And I know guys, you can ask yourself, what is all about a volume when it comes to this indicator? So guys, the lines you can see drawn in red color, in green color, like this one right here, there is a straight line that you can see. Whether there is that something that is actually forming a zero like thing, you're supposed to know that straight line, it shows you support or resistance. If it is in red color, that is actually a resistance. If it is in green color, guys, that is a support. And therefore guys, remember as well, before we clarify, there is instances where price can break above your resistance. That becomes a breakout, and when a resistance is broken, guys, it becomes our support. You understand? And so on and so forth. And once it is broken, candlestick closing above, it shows the trend of the market is really to the upside. The same happens guys when you want to execute your trades, and therefore you will find instances where price is really breaking below your support level, like the one you can see right here. It shows a breakout. Therefore, once a support is broken, it now becomes our resistance, and that's why it shows a downtrend, or rather it shows there is a potential push to the downside. So guys, I want to show you all about the volume. Volume is super important, and that's why, as I've told you, it shows us a very significant levels that you're supposed to watch the market from, simply because they indicate liquidity. And as well guys, the creator of the indicator, you can see he shows us different colors of candlestick pattern, especially this one in orange color. Guys, you're supposed to know there are candles that are generated in high volume of behavior. So once you see this candlestick pattern, you know they are very highly volumatic at this given point, because they're generated out of the high volume behavior. So it's a candlestick. If you look at it, you will see it is full of momentum, it is full of energy. I use words so that you beginners can understand. It is full of energy, or rather it is very, very strong. Like, you cannot compare this candlestick pattern to these ones right here. They are a bit big, showing momentum. So that is what you're supposed to know anytime you're using this indicator. So guys, you know the purpose of the volume, you know support and resistance, and I know guys you can ask yourself, what is the strategy of not trading? Now that we know the volume, or rather now we know the key levels that you're supposed to watch the market from. But basically guys, I would love to clarify something that most of you should keep in mind whenever you use this indicator. Number one, don't underestimate levels that they don't have volume. They are all effective as far as forex trading is concerned. Like, for instance, if you can watch this level right here, you can basically see guys, there was no volume really indicated. It is very tiny, but you see price reacted to it and it reversed. You understand me? So don't underestimate it and say, you know, there is no volume, you're not supposed to watch it or rather concentrate on it. Guys, I want to tell you, price most of the times react to these levels simply because they are the levels that you're supposed to watch the market from. There is a history behind it being drawn right there. So I hope that is clear. I hope now you understand how to know the trend of the market using support and resistance and the volume and so on and so forth. And so guys, I want you to know this. If you want to execute your trades, number one, identify or rather know where the candlestick or rather the level you are at. Are you at support or are you at resistance? Is there volume? Yes. Is there volume? No. I told you you're not supposed to underestimate it, okay? And so guys, what you're supposed to know, if you find a level like the one we have right now on our live market, you can see price is basically reacting to the level, our resistance level that has no volume. Keep that in mind. And therefore guys, here I know most of you things we can sell, but I've told you guys there is a probability that price can break above it, and that shows a potential push to the upside. So you're not supposed to say, I'm gonna sell directly on resistance, or rather I'm gonna buy directly on support. This does not work most of the times. There is something we call a breakout, and you better be careful because that is where most traders blow their account. So guys, when you find yourself on this level right here, all you have to do is understanding the structures. Understanding structures is important, or rather what you can do guys, like the settings that I'm gonna show you, they're gonna show you the levels that price will really react to, or rather the levels that price will definitely react to. All you really have to do right here is actually extending all this. If you extend them guys, you will see price reacting to these levels. And simply because guys, we want to test this, let me just extend a few so that you can have an example and understand more about the indicator rather the strategy. So guys, I've decided to extend those simply because those are levels that price really reacts to guys. And as you can see, this level right here, price is really reacting to it, and this one right here, price as well is reacting to it. So what do you do at this level? When you see that line over there, or rather when you find yourself in such kind of a position that is basically as well happening on our live market, don't rush executing your trades. If it is selling, don't execute selling because you are on resistance. What do? You wait for something that I've been telling you most of the times called the candlestick closure. That is super important. Why? If like now you can actually think of buying simply because that candlestick was blue, or rather sell because it is red, you find that it has actually reversed, okay, and maybe you sold and it closes above this level right here. So wait for a candlestick to close. So like here, you cannot rush executing your sell order. Why? Until this live candlestick pattern closes. If it closes, it has to close below this level right here and break several structures, this one and this one, so that you can continue executing your sell order. If that doesn't happen, don't do that. If it happens to close above, Ensure as well you've extended them, simply because you see price reacting to them. That's why I've told you the settings are super important. If they do, continue executing your buy order, waiting for candlestick to break and close above the levels for you to buy. Wait for price to break and close below the levels if you want to execute your sell order. What you really have is extending them, because price will really react to those levels, just as you have seen right now. So guys, without further ado, let me show you how to add this indicator. You're just going to click on indicators tab in tradingview.com. Under technicals, you're going to type volumatic support resistance levels by BigBeluga. You click on it. Once you click on it, guys, I want you to go directly on settings for the sake of beginners. When you go on settings, kindly ensure length is 5 so that you can see each and every level that volume is accumulated, or rather the most minor support and resistance level that will make you make great decisions when it comes to trading. The rest, guys, leave them on default settings. Once you do like that, click on OK, and once you click on OK, this is the indicator. And so guys, you can see on live market what is basically happening. You can see as well candlestick has actually closed below, so wait for it to break this structure level right there. So that's what I've told you, don't rush like buying simply because you've seen it in green color. Wait for a candlestick to close and close below the level if you want to sell. Wait for it to break and close above if you want to buy. And so guys, bye bye. I'm gonna see you in my next video. I'm gonna leave at this point. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like. Don't forget as well to turn on the notification bell. Bye guys.